Characters face many obstacles throughout the book, however, some are more critical than others. Johnny Walker was a big challenge for Nakata because it completely changed him. Prior to his meeting with Johnny Walker, Nakata was a kind, peaceful old man who never even dared to hurt a fly. However, Johnny Walker tested his innocence and he eventually gave in to violence and killed him, which is very unlike his character. Kafka's father is the reason why Kafka starts his journey. Kafka decides to run away from home because his father prophesies that Kafka will kill him and sleep with his mother and sister. Kafka's father is the renowned sculptor Koichi Tomura, who Nakata murders. I believe that pinpointing where exactly Kafka's enlightenment occurred is almost impossible. What makes Kafka's journey unique to me is that prior to embarking on his journey, he was already quite mature and responsible. He had prepared for his adventure physically and mentally. He knew how to manage himself, however, he was a little lost. Kafka knew that he had to leave his home. He knew what he was running from, but he never knew what he was running towards. I believe that even though where his journey was taking him was ambiguous most of the time throughout the book, towards the end of the book, Kafka finally realized that though some part of his journey was indeed fate and consequences, he was also responsible in choosing his path. Therefore, I feel like he reached a small portion of enlightenment with every step he took. I think with this book, it really depends on the interpretation of the reader on what to call an enlightenment or what to conclude. The author, Haruki Murakami, has also stated that his books are like riddles, which require the reader to read it a couple of times to understand. I think Kafka's enlightenment is also marked by the less frequent appearances of the character Crow, which essentially is, in my opinion, Kafka's subconsciousness, or a part of his new identity. Before becoming Kafka, his name was something else, but before starting his journey, Kafka builds a new identity for himself, and Crow is a major part of that identity. Crow is more violent, curt, and individualistic. Kafka has created Crow to guide him, to help him when he's feeling defenseless and weak. Now that Kafka has completed a difficult journey, he no longer requires Crow. He has reached a point in his life where he has seen and experienced a lot, and he's confident that whatever is thrown at him later in life, he'll always be able to manage everything on his own.